Ever pondered over the question, what would occur if our Earth stopped its dance around the sun? Our planet's pirouette is not just a celestial spectacle, but a fundamental aspect of our existence. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the complexity of this cosmic choreography. The Earth spins on its axis, an invisible line running from the North to the South Pole. This rotation happens at a speed of roughly 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. It's this fast-paced waltz that gives us our familiar cycle of day and night. As the Earth twirls, different parts of it move into the sun's light, then out of it again, creating the impression of the sun rising and setting. It's a dance we're all part of, whether we realize it or not. This rotation is so consistent, so reliable, that it's easy to take for granted. But what if one day this rotation just stopped? You might think not much would change if the Earth stopped spinning, but the reality is quite the opposite. Now let's delve into a world where the Earth stands still, and we'll begin by looking at how the spin of our planet affects its shape. Our Earth, like a spinning top, bulges at the equator and flattens at the poles due to its rotation. It's not a perfect round ball, but an oblate spheroid. This bulging is due to the centrifugal force, a type of inertia that acts on objects moving in a circular path. As the Earth spins, the centrifugal force pushes material away from the axis of rotation and towards the equator, causing this equatorial bulge. But what if the Earth stopped spinning? Well, without the centrifugal force caused by rotation, the Earth would gradually reshape itself into a perfect sphere over millions of years. This reshaping wouldn't happen overnight, but the effects would be dramatic. As the Earth morphs into a sphere, the seas would redistribute themselves, responding to the changing gravitational pull. The oceans would gradually flow away from the bulging equator towards the poles. This shift would result in the formation of two vast polar oceans and a giant supercontinent around the equator, leaving much of the Earth's current landmass underwater. Imagine the world's tallest mountains, the vast plains, sprawling cities, all submerged under the ocean. The land would be reshaped with new mountain ranges formed due to the intense geological stresses of the reshaping Earth. The world as we know it would be no more, replaced by a completely new geographical reality. Our planet's transformation from an oblate spheroid to a perfect sphere would drastically alter the face of the Earth. The equatorial bulge that we've taken for granted would vanish, and the world's geography would be completely rewritten. Imagine waking up one day to find your city submerged underwater. A chilling thought indeed, but an intriguing exploration of what the cessation of Earth's spin could entail. The weight of the world would be redistributed, and with it the world as we know it would be forever changed. As if shifts in land and sea weren't enough, the atmosphere would have its own chaotic response. Our Earth's rotation plays a crucial role in shaping wind patterns and weather, a phenomenon that we often take for granted. Let's take a moment to appreciate the Coriolis effect. This is the force that's responsible for the swirling patterns we see in weather maps. Simply put, it's the Earth's rotation causing moving air and water to appear as if it's curving. For instance, hurricanes in the northern hemisphere spin counterclockwise, while in the southern hemisphere they spin clockwise. Now, imagine if the Earth were to stop spinning. The Coriolis effect would cease to exist. With no force to guide their paths, wind patterns would dramatically change. Instead of swirling in circular patterns, winds would blow from the poles to the equator in a straight line, creating two massive hemispheric circulation cells. This would lead to extreme weather conditions. The equator would become incredibly hot due to the constant, intense sunlight, causing air to rise and create perpetual storms. The poles, on the other hand, would be shrouded in cold and darkness, leading to frigid temperatures. Rainfall patterns would also drastically alter. The areas near the equator would receive copious amounts of rain due to the constant storms, leading to a band of lush tropical rainforests. However, the areas between this band and the poles would become arid, creating vast desert belts around the world. Ocean currents would also be affected, leading to further climatic changes. With the absence of the Earth's rotation, ocean currents, which play a significant role in distributing heat around the planet, would also alter their course. This could potentially disrupt the fragile balance of marine ecosystems and lead to unpredictable changes in global climate patterns. In essence, the world as we know it would transform into a completely alien landscape. with its climate, geography, and life forms reshaped by the absence of Earth's rotation. A world without rotation would be a world of climatic chaos. And what of our moon, our silent companion in the sky? The moon, hanging like a pearl in the velvet canvas of the night, has a gravitational relationship with our Earth. This celestial dance between the Earth and its only natural satellite is maintained by the centrifugal force generated by Earth's spin. If the Earth were to suddenly stop spinning, this delicate balance would be thrown into disarray. The centrifugal force that once held the moon in its orbit would disappear, causing gravity to pull the moon closer to the Earth. However, the moon, stubborn and steadfast, would resist this gravitational pull. The result? A celestial tug of war, if you will. Over time, the moon would begin to drift slowly away from our planet. No longer held in its orbit by the forces of Earth's spin, our moon would gradually distance itself. Its pull on our Earth would weaken, and its light would grow dimmer in our night sky. With no spin, our moon would slowly drift away, leaving us alone in the dark. It's not just the physical world that would feel the effects. We, humans, would face our own challenges. If the Earth stopped spinning, our lives would be irrevocably changed. For starters, our sleep cycles, which are intrinsically tied to the natural day-night cycle, would be thrown into chaos. We'd be facing either perpetual daylight or eternal night, depending on where we are. Our bodies, regulated by the circadian rhythm, would struggle to adapt to this new reality, leading to potential health problems. Navigation, too, would become a daunting task. The Earth's spin is what gives us our magnetic north and south, the basis of our compasses. Imagine trying to find your way without a reliable compass direction. It would be like attempting to navigate a labyrinth blindfolded, wouldn't it? And let's not forget technology. Oh, the technology. So much of the technology we rely on, from GPS to satellite communications, is predicated on the Earth's rotation. Satellites are launched eastward to take advantage of the Earth's spin. If the Earth stopped, we'd need to rethink and re-engineer these systems, a monumental task that would take decades, if not centuries. Think about the societal impacts as well. Agriculture would be upended, with crops struggling to grow in never-ending sunlight or darkness. The economy would be thrown into disarray as global trade routes, particularly those by sea, would be disrupted with the collapse of reliable navigation. In the face of such drastic changes, human ingenuity would be put to the ultimate test. We'd need to adapt, innovate, and overcome like never before. It would be a testament to our resilience and our ability to rise to any challenge, no matter how insurmountable it may seem. So, while it's intriguing to ponder what might happen if the Earth stopped spinning, it's also a sobering reminder of just how finely tuned our planet is, and how much we as a species rely on its delicate balance. Our lives, as we know them, would be irrevocably altered. So, are we doomed to face these apocalyptic scenarios? Well, breathe easy, my dear listeners. The chance of our Earth's spin grinding to a halt is, to say the least, astronomically low. It's akin to a snail attempting to circle the globe. Possible, but incredibly unlikely. The Earth has been spinning for over 4.5 billion years, and it's not about to stop anytime soon. Our planet's rotation is fueled by its momentum, a force so immense that it would take an equally colossal force to counteract it. Think of it as a spinning top that's been set in motion by a cosmic hand, spinning and spinning with no sign of slowing down. Yet it's important to entertain these hypothetical scenarios, not to alarm or frighten, but to appreciate the delicate balance of our planet. It's a reminder of the intricate dance of forces that keep our world turning, the sun rising and setting, the tides ebbing and flowing, and life as we know it thriving. Understanding these scenarios helps us realize just how special our planet is. It's a delicate balance of gravity, inertia, and rotational forces that create a world capable of sustaining life. A world where water can exist in all its forms, as ice, as liquid, and as vapor. A world where the atmosphere is just right to protect us from harmful solar radiation. A world where the seasons change, allowing a diverse range of ecosystems to flourish. These hypothetical scenarios also remind us of our responsibility as stewards of this planet. As we continue to learn more about our world and the universe beyond, it becomes increasingly clear that we play a crucial role in maintaining this delicate balance. Our actions, as insignificant as they may seem, can have far-reaching impacts. So next time you watch the sunrise, remember the intricate dance that makes it all possible. Cherish the beauty of our spinning Earth, the delicate balance of forces that keeps us grounded, and the awe-inspiring cosmic ballet that we're all a part of.